The ex-wife of our prime minister that came up that they use against the Biafran COS, Ngozi Orabueze, to make her look down on her, to lie. The whole thing is backfiring on them. It's backfiring on them. Very soon, all these things, the truth shall prevail. And those that lied, those that they use against this struggle, against our prime minister, all of them will bow down, and they will go and hide in shame to the Finnish government as well. We keep saying it in this platform. All your dirty deals or plan with Nigeria against our prime minister will never work for you. We are demanding the release of our prime minister, Simon Ekpa, who your government have been detained getting to 2 months. We want him to release. All the propagandas, lies that you are listening to the Nigerian government to detain our leader, Simon Ekpa, will not work. It will not work. All our enemies, they will all fail. They will bow down at the end of the whole thing. All my great and wonderful Biafrans, lovers of freedom all over the world, you're welcome back. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, depending on your location. Yes, they have all failed, and they will continue to fail. Every of their propaganda, every of their lies, their deceit, to discredit our prime minister, to lie, everything they have tried, it has backfired on them. Our prime minister is winning. All the lies they cooked up, from the using his ex-wife, from the Nigeria media, from Finland, all of them, they have failed. Like we said, they will continue to fail until the last day. Our prime minister will be out very soon. All these their lies. Now you can see they've got no other option. They have lost ideas of propaganda, all the lies, because they have come up with so many lies. They have come up with so many things to discredit our prime minister, to discredit our COS, to discredit the Biafran government in exile. They have come up with so many things, but it's not working for them. It's not working for them. We are stronger and stronger every time they come up with their propaganda. So my brothers and sisters, we must stand firm. All these things that is happening right now, they will soon fade away. Everything that they are cooking up, all the lies, propaganda, they will all fail. We keep saying this. The ex-wife of our prime minister that came up, that they use against the Biafran COS, Ngozi Orabueze, to make her look down on her, to lie. The whole thing is backfiring on them. It's backfiring on them. Very soon, all these things, the truth shall prevail. And those that lied, those that they use against this struggle, against our prime minister, all of them will bow down, and they will go and hide in shame. I'm telling you, they will all be exposed. And if you look right now, all their plans, all their propaganda, all their lies, there is not working for them. It's not doing anything. It's not shaking the Biafran Republic government in exile. It's not shaking the COS, Ngozi Orabueze. It's not. We stand with her, Gidibam. We said it before, and we continue saying it, that The only day that we will stop supporting Dr. Ngozi Orabueze is the day Mazi Simon Ekpa will come out and announce himself that yes, Ngozi is no more COS or Ngozi is no more part of this Biafra government. That's the only day Biafrans will stop supporting her. But for now, all the lies they came up with the ex-wife of our prime minister, whatever they planned, nobody is listening to them. Nobody is paying attention to their lies. We must remain resolute and focus on Biafra freedom, on Biafra nation. To the Finnish government as well, we keep saying it in this platform, all your dirty deals or plan with Nigeria against our prime minister will never work for you. We are demanding the release of our prime minister, Simon Ekpa, who your government have been detained getting to 2 months. We want him to release all the propagandas, lies that you are listening to the Nigerian government to detain our leader, Simon Ekpa, will not work. It will not work. All our enemies, they will all fail. They will bow down at the end of the whole thing. We must keep on demanding for his release until your government listen to us and do the needful. Simon Ekpa was exercising his rights for the freedom of his people, Biafrans. He has not committed any offense known to the law. In Finland, as Finland citizen, he is not related or a leader or have link to any terrorist organization whatsoever. So his detention up till now, it's something that we Biafrans are calling for your explanation. Because detaining him up till now since he was arrested has no meaning at all. So we are seeking for his release immediately from where he's being kept. That's what Biafrans are requesting and asking for his release. As for those that are supporting what the Finland government are doing, this message to all of you there. As far as you are behind or supporting the detention of our prime minister, you will never have it on your way. Good things will not come on your way. Because prime minister is innocent of the accusation, of the lies, propaganda coming from the Nigerian government. So all these things that is happening right now, they must one day, very soon, come to pass. And Biafra will stand as a nation. So right now, my people, we must stand firm, keep supporting our COS, keep backing her for the wonderful job she's doing and she has been doing since the detention of our Prime Minister Simon Ekpa. Like I said before, all their lies, their propaganda against this government, against COS, against Prime Minister, they will all fail. They can use whatever they want to use to discredit COS or this government. It will never work for them. It will never work for them. And like I said before as well, all their lies and propaganda, they have nothing else to show. Because they don't finish all their lies. So they've got nothing else. So what they're doing right now, you go to social media, what some of them are doing right now is just cheap propaganda, lies they are coming up with which has no ground at all. So they come up with these cheap lies, like I said, and it has no meaning at all. So Biafran government, led by a prime minister and the chief of staff, Ngozi Orabueze, is the only government that we recognize right now. Thank you, my people. Leave your comment. God bless you all. Bye.
Simon Ekpa, because I don't actually understand what is going on. Because by now, Simon Ekpa is supposed to have been freed. Because the 6 men that was caught together with him have been interrogated and they have been freed, discharged and acquitted without any charges. So if you do not have any evidence against those ones, it is the high time and it is the right time, the same time altogether, for them to look into this matter. Because the thing has become a game of politics. The system of Nigeria, which we never expected the Finnish land government, to be playing in their land, because they are not Nigeria. Because we see Nigeria as a country who never tell themselves the truth and they are not ready for one. But we don't see Finland as such. So it is time that ICC and the ICJ to look into, and the UN to look into that matter and to come for an intervention of the freedom of Simon Ekpa. Because I don't actually understand what is going on. Because by now, Simon Ekpa is supposed to have been freed. Because the 6 men that was caught together with him have been interrogated and they have been freed, discharged and acquitted without any charges. So if you do not have any evidence against those ones, and Nigeria has submitted a document that lacks merit, and they have submitted another one again, all lacks merit, why are you still holding him? And you yourself, you have done your own research and discovered that this young man did not commit what he was accused of. Why are you still keeping him? So it is the high time, and I'm happy for what Orabueze is doing. She is doing it diplomatically, moving from one place to the other, touching and visiting and meeting the people that are necessary, the needful. You understand? So that the world will be aware of what is going on. Because the same thing was what played against Mazen Namdekanu. The same thing now coming. The relationship they don't have with the Finland. Okay, they want to use Simon Ekpa now to have a relationship. Is it Simon Ekpa that chased them before, that divided them before? What stopped Finland from not having an embassy here in Nigeria? So why is it that they want to use my brother now to have a relationship? Now we divide them before. The same thing will push them away. Now the same thing will pursue them again. Are you hearing me? So I love what is going on, and let it not just be a message. And let it not be, I'm coming and you did not come. I want the ICC to attend, not just speaking. Let them act. I want ICJ to act, not speaking. I believe in action. It is the high time the UN to stand up, to do the needful as the UN that people know them to be. You understand? So that is why what is happening, I'm hearing now. I am happy, but I need action. I need legal action, because these people, they have their rules and regulations, they have their own constitution. And which I know, according to their own constitution, Simon Ekpa has not violated it. Yes, Simon Ekpa have never violated their own constitution. Why wouldn't they stand up? If what the young man was doing was in accordance, in agreement, according to the law, why can't they stand up and do the needful? So let them rise. Tell them, I'm telling them now, let them rise and do the needful. Enough is enough. This nonsense should stop. It shouldn't continue. Why I'm saying this, let's forget the fact that it's happening to Biafra now, or Simon Ekpa. A day is coming, another time is coming, another country will still come up that they want to go in some countries. Mark my word, countries will still come up that they want to go. You understand? How many are the churches? The little Ezra, and they break out. There were, when they have their freedom, they were about 250,000 in population. If 250,000 can have a nation, Biafra is more than millions. We are over 50 millions. So we are entitled. When Eritrea have their own independence, they are only about 12,000. And this I'm telling you is about 25 years ago. There were just about 12,000 in population. They have Eritrea as a nation. So why is it that they are finding it difficult to look into the matter that matters to me? And that matter that matters to me is Biafra. That matter that matters to me is Ekpa. The matter that matters to me is Mazen Namdekano. And all the Biafrans Nigeria is holding into captive against the UN law, against the ICC, against this ICJN law. That is what we are talking about, against the EU law. So let them take note of this and let them do the needful. And let the people start to respect one another.
But just recently, we saw the UN, give aid, give food items, and some other items to the north, as regards, them having issues as regards floods and issues there in the northern part of Nigeria. But they say, well, when related to anything Biafra, they don't intervene. Do you think that the UN have been?
That is why we are not happy. We, the Biafrans, are not happy. And that is why we are now a kind of being discouraged or a kind of being angry against the Finnish land. Because the UN are dominated by the Fulanis of the world, the Islam. They are more dominated in UN. That's why they are giving aid to the north. But look at what is going on in the east. They have never for one day paid attention to that. You see why we want to go, and you see why we will not like to. You see that UN, the Americans and the Russians should look into that organization. They should rise up and do something, because things are getting wrong. It's going out of hand in that organization. United Nations is no longer the United Nations I used to see before. They are now divided nation. They are now supporting crimes and evil. Because if they should extend any hand to the north, what stopped them ever since not to extend any hand of help to the east? Why? It was after the war, and that was why we are like, Finland, what are you actually doing? Why are you trying to betray your integrity and the respect we have for you? Because it was the Finnish land that extended that kind of hand by giving us a stockfish after the war. You see why we have that trust and that belief, and a kind of we have a brother somewhere, a family somewhere called Finland. But the way they are behaving now in this matter of Simon Ekpa is something that I don't know where they are getting it from. You understand me? You see, so the UN are now showing to us. They are now telling us that we are not part of the UN, or we are not human beings. Yes, that is what it means. They don't regard us and they don't respect us. But I want to tell UN better do the right thing and do the needful. Where the Biafrans must surely stand by the special grace of God. Because God Almighty have already divided this country. He has given us already a nation called Biafra. I am talking to them now, the UN. Let them know this and let them hear it. My name remains that Biafran evangelist. That the God Almighty, the maker of heaven and earth, has divided this country called Nigeria. And he has given us a nation called Biafra. Because he said to me yesterday, do you know what he gave to me? He gave me Deceit chapter 4. He said the blood of the Biafrans are crying to his ear. The blood of Biafrans are crying to his ear. And Nigeria is already divided. That
Okay.
is the prophecy.
Okay, so we've so okay, so we've heard a lot of Biafrans come out to beg, the Russian government, to intercede, just like as they've done with other African countries. They should come and intercede on their behalf. Do you think that the Russian government will intercede?
Yeah, I believe so. I believe so because Putin have helped other countries in Africa. You understand? Such like Niger, Senegal, Mali, and Burkina Faso. Yes, they have come out to help those ones, to support them. And if they should support us, good and fine, that is what we even crying for. That is what we want. We need their backup, we need their support, we need their help. Because these are a nation, the people who truly love humanity. You understand? Not to those that will come and to help you, that will begin to demand for ransom. No, they did all this to all those Mali and Co, all those Sahel people now, without asking them for anything in return, without asking them for anything as a collateral. You understand? That is a nation that meant well for a fellow nation. That is a man that think good for his fellow man, not those that will come. What are you going to do? What are you going to give me if I should help you? That one is not doing well. That kind of person, that kind of government, that kind of help is not supposed to be. What did you give to God when God made you what you are? What did you give to God before God made you whom you are? So if you want to help your fellow human being, which is the needful and very, very important, that is why God placed you in that position, so that you can be of help, so that you can help the oppressed not to be oppressed again. The hopeless, you give them hope. That's why God raised you high. So God have raised Putin high. He have raised Russia high. So they should come up, although they have done it before. And I'm using this opportunity to plead with them. Let them to extend that kind of hand towards the Biafrans. And God will bless Russia, and God will bless Putin and America and Israel. Thank you.
Okay, but
And I will not forget my man, Ibrahim Traore. God will bless you.
okay, good morning.
Too. Yeah, good
So it has
morning.
been alleged that the Sultan of Sokoto advised the Southwest Yorubas to, go or accept Sharia law. But do you think this will work out well? Do you think that the Christian will want to accept this kind of law?
See, I don't know the problem of the Sultan of Sokoto. They have said it before. Yorubas do not want Sharia in Yoruba land. They have been saying it a very long time. But still, I told some people that this Fulani, they don't ever rest. They will not rest. As they are abusing the Sultan of Sokoto now, in the next 20, 30 years, they will still come back. They are like people that have goat strong head. No, Southwest, they were Muslims before they brought Islam into northern Nigeria. The Southwest, the Yorubas had connection with Islam before the Fulanis came into northern Nigeria. I know that the position the Sultan of Sokoto is holding is the overall leader of Muslims in the whole Nigeria. And he is using his position, wanting to impose Sharia in the Southwest region. These guys have said that we don't want this in our land. And you are trying to use manipulation and all sorts of things to impose it on them. Now, look at the ideology of a Fulani man, because divide is a Fulani. Ideology of Fulani man. You are first a Muslim before you are a Yoruba. But the Yorubas are saying we are first Yorubas. Our culture and tradition comes first before religion. But the Fulanis are saying our religion comes first before our identity. And that is what the Fulani use. They use manipulation. They use it to enter Hausa, and that's how they colonize the Hausas. The Yorubas are saying that if you want us to accept what the Sultan of Sokoto is saying, let a Yoruba man become the Sultan of Sokoto. Because this Fulani has made it in so much that they will never allow anybody from any other tribe that are Muslims to become Sultan of Sokoto. That is the brain they are using. You understand? They know that Tinubu his policies is somehow limiting the popularity, the influence of the Fulanis. So they want to use through back, use religion, enter Southwest. They have said it before. They say that they have something in common with the Yorubas. And that thing they have in common is religion, Islam. So they are using Islam to try and enter into the southwest. The southwesterners, their eyes have opened and they know their gimmicks. They use their Yoruba brothers. They try. Don't want, the first put one banner for Lekki. They want to start religious conversation. From that one, they put another one, I think in Oyo State. From that one, some people said we want to establish Sharia, this blah blah in Ibadan. They are trying little, but they are facing resistance. Now, the reason why the Sultan of Sokoto gave that reply is because the political, the governments of both Ekiti and Ogun State, the governors got involved to say that we don't want Sharia in Southwest. Ekiti State governor said no Sharia. Ogun State governor said no Sharia. The traditional rulers also joined hands to say no Sharia. So these authorities were in support of no Sharia. So that's why the Sultan of Sokoto had to write that letter. They thought that this is Buhari, or this is those days that when during their fasting now, no only Sultan of Sokoto go see moon before the. If let's say this time around, these Yoruba boys they don't change Aboramo.